What's up guys, Bloodshed here, bringing you the Holy Shotgun push build for Diablo 3 patch 2.6.1 in season 12. Now this, Twitch chat named it Lazy Shotgun, so that's going to be in the thumbnail of the video. The reason why it's a Lazy Shotgun is because you literally do nothing. You pretty much auto attack, and every time you're getting attacked by creatures, you're throwing out those Fist of Heavens. So in the cube, we're using the Ivory Tower. So you can see, like we talked about in our speed video, is that if you did go with this, you would want lots of block chance. Okay, now this isn't my build. This is Adam a Disco Bear, his build. He was in stream and he's like, hey Blood, I got a build if you want to check it out. And we checked it out, and it's really easy to play, really strong. He cleared 100 with this build. Here he is here on the leaderboard. He actually cleared 100 with this build with 2300 Paragon. Did he have augments? No augments. No augments and 2300 Paragon. I cleared 90 with my build, and I only used 800 Paragon and no augments. You can see exactly what I used on the leaderboard on the PTR as well. I'll show you. We're about to do a run right here. Yeah, so 800 Paragon, but nothing in main stat, no augments on my character as well. I only have 1.1 million sheet. It's really not that much. So I'm just gonna take it for a spin with you guys, and we'll kind of go over it as we're killing and chilling together. Let's jump into an 85. That way it's a nice comfortable pace for me to talk to you guys. What I do with this build is I only hunt elites, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to be just killing elites. The density kind of dies just, you know, because they're in the way, right? They just happen to be there. So here's the pack right here. I'll cast on my cooldowns and literally just auto attack. And what's really working here is it's almost like a Thorns build, right? They're hitting you and taking damage. So the fires are just completely shooting out of your body like crazy. And I don't want to die here, so I'm gonna kind of run away. The only thing that really I have to worry about is maybe, let's grab these globes, is maybe like fire chains sometimes, or arcane beams in close quarters. And you can see, like, we have a pony. We're just gonna hunt for elites, and let's go here. The build is a little bit mobile because you have the horse. Really tanky. You're getting healed by holy damage with our passive. You're gonna be getting heals, and you know, all the survivability we're stacking. We're using Unity in this build as well. We're using Justice Lantern. Justice Lantern gives damage reduction and things like that. So this is a really bad level. Let's go to the next one. Really bad maps. Okay, we have a pack here. We're gonna cast our abilities and pretty much just tank someone. And it's like what we said in the last video. You want to be right up on them. This is a shotgun build, so you have to be literally right up on the elite pack. Illusionists can be a problem because how they split, and you can't get them all within your damage here. But if you're up on them, then all the shotgun blasts will actually hit the mobs. So it's gonna kind of just tank these for a little bit. I'm fairly confident we should burst these down, even though they look problematic. Okay, we got them. They do look problematic. Shielding packs are fine. It's really the ranged packs that run from you too much are almost impossible to kill. We are using Judgment in the build. That's gonna immobilize the targets on the battlefield, and that's gonna proc our Heaven's Fury bracers. So don't switch the build. It's really good as is. If anything changes, he'll change the update. He'll change the link below, right? And if we find something else, I'll include my build as well. But I had a lot of fun with this on stream today. We were kind of just, you know, like shocked how strong it actually is. And yeah, it's great for you guys. A lot of people really love Holy Shotgun, and I would say this pretty confident that you'd be able to push on Holy Shotgun, as you can see, with little effort, and you get some really good results from it. And this would be a great hardcore build as well. We are using Unity in the cube, but you probably want to wear Unity for the elite damage. I just didn't have one at the time. I just threw it on. Aquila Cuirass we get to roll with. Aquila Cuirass is going to give us that damage reduction since we are not using resource. Push through here, and let's get these guys down. Again, you want to be up on them, and you want a lot of ads to really... Another illusionist. So this is a really bad rift, but at least you can see like a real situation, you know, real results kind of thing. And get right up on them so the holy shoots right through them. You want to keep Akrad's champion active at all times. I like around 55% cooldown, but you can get away with like 50% because we are using Gogok. But like 55 seems about right for the build. Let's sit here, kill this guy, get the globes, and move on. The two-handed weapon we're using, Fate of the Fel, it got recently buffed this patch. And what it does is it allows Heaven's Fury to have 2 more rays. So when you see the 3 on the screen rolling around, when you see me shooting the 3 out, that's coming from the 2-handed weapon. So all that damage is being proc for that. We are using the Compass Rose Traveler's Pledge combo, so as we're running around, we're getting the damage reduction, and when we're standing still, like in this Oculus ring, which is also a good thing to do, we're doing 100% increased damage on top of everything. So really good synergy with the build, and Lazy Shotgun, man, who would have thought? I was pleasantly surprised about the effectiveness of everything. For legendary gems, we're using Bane of the Trap since we're up close anyway, debuffing the mobs. We're using Gogok of Swiftness for, survivability and for the cooldown reduction, and we're using Esoteric. Esoteric is gonna, another illusionist? Oh no. Okay, I thought it was another illusionist pack. I was gonna say, this is a little ridiculous now. And we're using Esoteric to keep us alive against all these affixes since we are kind of face tanking with the build. Don't die, blood, not like this. So this is a fire chain pack, GR85, right? You can see no Augs. And we're surviving, man. We're sitting here, the Holy's keeping us alive, and I'm trying to jump in Oculus rings when I can, but I would rather get them lined up. That's more important, is really getting these guys lined up. My Prophet procced. I'm just gonna grab those globes. Do not want to take a death in this situation. All right, let's go ahead and push to the next area. So yeah, the Prophet rune gives us that extra ability. So if we do die the first time we hit Prophet, which is the Akarat's Champion rune, we're actually going to be brought back to life. So that's another tankiness thing. We're using the Vigilante belt on our characters. That's going to give us cooldown reduction. And again, the link's down below in the description. You can just copy and paste it and have success. Literally just attack and cast Judgment and your defensive cooldown when you need it. For the defensive cooldown, we're using Laws of Justice, Decaying Strength. That does seem to be the best situation for the Crusader here. For passives, we're using the Hold Your Ground, Heavenly Strength, Finery, and Holy Cause. So the Holy Cause allows us to do more damage, and it heals us when we do holy damage. So we are doing holy damage. We're getting those heals. Let's grab this. Push on. Hey, we pulled ahead of the Rift. I was just talking about it. I wasn't even realizing. Okay, we're pulling ahead. That's a good thing. Ooh, the Shield of Fury is really important. That is our offhand here. You can see non-ancient offhand. The Shield of Fury is almost like a stricken. Every time we hit an enemy with Heaven's Fury here, it does 30% increased damage. So it just keeps stacking. It literally is like a stricken, a version of stricken for the Rift Guardian or for tough elites. The longer you sit on an elite, the more damage you do to it over time. So you might do a little bit of damage and then 10 seconds later you're hitting it like a truck, right? So it's pretty awesome because it allows us to fight any mob. Sometimes you want to sit in a certain place because of a certain situation, and it just gives you more flexibility knowing that you can eventually burst down. Look at the damage we're doing now to it. You can see after like maybe 10-15 seconds, we're just completely bursting it to death. So it's pretty cool. It's like a little stricken, and the reason why we're not carrying Bane of the Stricken in the build for single target. And yeah, I encourage you to check out Adam's Twitch channel down below as well. He's a good guy, man. He's been streaming Diablo nonstop for a long time. Does a really good job with that, and I like to give shout outs to the community. So whenever I find a build, I've been making it a point. I've always made it a point, but I've been making it a point more and more to let you guys know. And one person can't do it all. None of us can do it all. We all need help, and it's fun to share builds in the community. And this way, like if I find something good, I can kind of share it and champion people's success within the community. So yeah, big shout out to Adam and everyone that is on the grind, making builds, streaming Diablo, all that stuff. And yeah, make sure to check me out at twitch.tv/bloodshed. I'm gonna cut the video here soon to the Rift Guardian just because it is taking a little bit longer. All right, as we come up on the Rift Guardian here, I would like to encourage you, if you're new, to hit that sub button. Or again, check me out on Twitch. Or if you want to support further, check me out on Patreon. All the links are down below in the description. I do appreciate anyone who's ever supported me. And also, if you keep it positive in the comments, that'd be awesome. As we love Diablo and we just like sharing our love with everyone. So yeah, man. Let us know what version you're running, or if you're excited for Holy Shotgun, or what class you're playing next season. What video you want to see next. I do read the comments, And we appreciate positivity around here. Those are the only comments that are pretty much gonna stick on my channel anyway. So yeah, the Shield of Fury should be stacking here. So we'll progressively do more damage without carrying a Stricken. I wish there were more abilities like that. That way we don't always have to carry Trapped, we don't always have to carry Stricken. You know, we have the mobility, we don't need like Ingeom or anything. White gems in your gear, white gem in the helmet, or diamond if you prefer that terminology. For more survivability, since we are a strength-based character, we lack that inherent like fire resist and stuff. Hit him with the punish. Die, Butcher. Can I tank this? Woo! Tank and Butcher shots like a boss, standing in his ring. Can we stand through this? Like, for science, right? A little bit of testing. And 3, 2, we're gonna tank this. Yeah, this would be great for hardcore. Look at me go. Look at me go. Just tanking everything. And again, you want to wear the Unity. As far as follower setup go, I went with this setup. Obviously, he doesn't have. I said Johan groups them up. So Johan groups them up. So that way, all 3 of your beams hit the target. Elite damage is better to wear than a Justice. No, you need to wear the Justice Lantern. I'm sorry. You need to wear the Justice Lantern because it has the block chance on it. That was a mistake. So I might fix that in the video if I can remember. Yeah, you don't want the elite damage. You'd rather take the block chance, actually. So you have to put the Unity in the cube. Sorry about that. I'll try to edit that. Yeah. This is the Bloodshed. And I'm out of here. Peace.